Alrighty, everybody, bear with me here 1 second. StreamYard had moved everything around since the last time. Since the last time I went live, just put a 1 up just to make sure that everybody can hear me. I'm waiting just to make sure people can hear me. Just put a 1 up. Okay, Wendy got the 1 up. I appreciate it. And also just let me know if the level is good, if I'm too loud or not loud enough. And if we go to the beginning, of course, we've got Bat 13 first up. Alan, Merry Christmas. Jay Hunter, hello. Uncle Pink's checking in. Merry Christmas. James Bearden is here. Epidemic O Nerf, Merry Christmas, Batman. There you go. My man Will checking in. I appreciate that. And like I said, there's Wendy. Merry Christmas and happy and safe holidays to all. And yes, I am under the weather. Under the weather. But I will try to make it through this show. I kind of miss going live. So I didn't want to cancel out. I probably would have canceled out if if I was doing it every Sunday, I probably would have canceled it. But since I'm not, I figured let me just try to power through it. I think Scotty's backyard barbecue is also battling. It's going around now, once that weather, 1 second. Once that weather starts to change, the colds come. And I think that's what mostly everybody is getting. That's Anthony coming in there. Daddy Dutch, my man Kent checking in. It's always good to see you. I lose track of, Kent was one of those guys that was, I guess, probably here before me, but one that I knew from the very beginning. There was a small clique, Joe, Kent, small clique in the beginning when we all started this journey, and Kent's still around. It is nice to see that. A lot of people that Kevin, a few more, and have dropped off the hill. And I could see a few more dropping off the hill because they're not really putting any new stuff out as of late. And there is my man, Judge Webb, checking in. It is always good to see him. Robert, good to see you. It sounds perfect. I appreciate that. I got some levels right here if need be. My man, Roke Joke, says, let's do it. And of course, if anybody has any questions, just throw them up. My man, Scotty, is the hardest weekend barbecue YouTuber in the industry. Does have a full-time job, and he gets all his videos out in 2 days. That's dedication. I'm reading down the list here. Just bear with me. Again, if anybody has any questions, just pop them out. That is true. There was a lot less contact. I don't know if so much the masks, but a lot of people stayed in, so there was a lot less contacts. A lot less contact between humans. Christmas smoke turkey talk, sure, just blare it out. I won't be doing a turkey this year for Christmas. I will be doing I went to Costco today, picked up some nice ribeye steaks, and we'll be doing some ribeye steaks at my daughter's house Christmas Eve. Of course, she's got the new baby. I would appreciate that, Will. And I was kind of, I know Will was on the girls' show Thursday, and I was kind of joking. I mean, I do give my daughter and wife calendar because I had mentioned something to Will, and he thought I was serious. But it's kind of more of a goof calendar because all 12 days of are me. So I don't think you want one of them, Will. It has turned into like it has turned into the gag to a gag gift. Would you say? You know, it's she's still young, as you know, so we're not going to get that major joy this year of her ripping presents apart because she, like I said, she's still a little young to do that. Little stuff here and there from Amazon. I don't think we did that. More to get my daughter stuff that she needs, like a stroller, jazz like that. Couple toys, maybe 4 or 5 toys, but not too crazy yet. But we want to try to stay away from that a little bit. We don't want to, we kind of learn as we get older, and we try not to make the mistakes that we know that were made on us. Would you say fast food being one of them, right? That was the thing to do when I was younger. You take the kid to get chicken McNuggets, get the Happy Meal at McDonald's. Well, now we know that that's like the worst thing you can do. And of course, we've had that conversation. Those are the things that you learn that we didn't know back then. Because once you feed the kids that chicken McNuggets, with the Happy Meal, them kids are going to cry for it every day. And I don't think there's anything worse to put in a young one's system. So not that bad yet. And there is my man Scott, and Wendy is making a rib roast. I made one last year. Actually, I made them 2-3 years in a row. So Wendy, we figured we'd switch it up a little bit this year. And of course, for that's Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, we'll be doing the ham. I'm going to do that maple butter ham this year. That maple bourbon butter. That was good. I'm going to be making that this year. I appreciate that, man. If you have any questions, definitely let me know. I'm always willing to help. I'm a 24/7 helper, would you say? YouTuber, whatever. The second channel is going good, man. I have to tell you, um, I'm totally excited. I'm really excited for it. I mean, I got about 1,200 subscribers, but I'm getting, depending on what I cook, I can get anywhere between 500 views and 3,000 views. A couple videos have broken 2,000, and for a brand new channel with 30 videos, to get 2,000, I don't even get that on my gallery channel with 70,000 subscribers. Now I'm clean across the board, there, dog. I don't pay for any views or any of that jazz. So whatever it is, and it just isn't all the time at the gallery channel. But the licensed channel, I'm super excited because it's doing well, and I'm about 1,000 hours away from. I think I got about 2,100 hours of watch time. You got to get 3,000 to get monetized, so I'm rolling in on that. And I've done just basic research from my eyes, and the barbecue scene is tough right now on YouTube. Nobody seems to be exploding anywhere. You've got your big channels. Well, Joe just had a nice pop on a video, but other than that, like Dog, um, no one's really doing anything. Ash Kicking used to get a lot of pop. Nothing happening. Barbecue's been tough. On the flip side, now rolling on about 3-4 years in a row, it's gaining more steam. And there's a lot of griddle channels that are exploding. So, you know, I'm excited to see, where this takes me. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. It's definitely Dare Dog. It has given me juice for sure because it allows me to I don't want to say flex more muscle, but it allows me to do some recipes. Um, After 700, 800 videos on the gallery channel, you start running out of things to do and you're just going to start repeating yourself. Ribs, brisket, pork, you know, um, which I don't have a problem with it, but it just gets old after a while. So, yeah, so I'm excited. And we got a prime rib roast, ham on Christmas Day. I'll tell you, you should check out that maple butter recipe that I did. You can find it on the Z Grills YouTube channel. I am telling you, man, that's an awesome friggin' recipe, man. I mean, there was something about the flavor of that thing that was just friggin' amazing. And there is my man Gary checking in. There is my old buddy Kevin checking in. It's always good to see you. And there is my daughter checking in. Robert, good to see you. I got some of my old timers in here, of course, Judge. It's always good to see the old crowd popping in. Of course, Jennifer, it is good to see you. There's my man right there checking in. What is shaking? Mike C., my buddy from, I think, up in Connecticut area. It's good to see you. What happened, Mike? I think that Manchester Pellets went out of business. Have you heard anything? The drones. I'll tell you that my theory is 2% government and 98% hobbyists. That's my theory. The maple ham, that's right. You did get some of that ham. Happy holidays to the barbecue experience. That is B&D. Jack Daniels on ham. Well, you can't beat that for sure. Yeah, it's just I appreciate that, Jennifer. It is. We exploded during COVID, and food's tough. Food's tough. Everybody wants to see the young girls. Um, you know, that's what gets a lot of the views. I mean, I run across shorts with a million views, and you click on them, and there's nothing to it but just a girl. And that's just where we are as a country, I guess. Yeah, I think so, Mike. I think so. Everything appears to be disconnected. Out of stock, disconnected. I don't know. I sent them a message to see what's up. Haven't heard back. I still got 10 bags in my garage. Oh, there you go. Well, good luck with that, man. I'm not sure what that is, but hope everything works out okay. Blackstone Weber merger. So it's funny. I was doing a little reading, and Weber owns, I think, 13% of the market share in grills. Blackstone owns 80% of the market share in griddles. 80%. That's friggin' crazy to me, man. 80%. So the Blackstone appears to is going to be the ones in charge. Whatever you know about Weber, it's probably going to be finished because it appears the CEO and stuff is going to be the people from Blackstone. Who knows? But at 80%. I would say positive, quite frankly, because Blackstone seems to know what they're doing. You know, I know they just came out with a pellet grill. I don't know how good that did. Weber also just updated their pellet grill, which supposedly I know Ricer just did a review on it, and they did a good job with it. They finally got it right, after 7 years of muffing it up. Um, so I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be good for the industry. Um, you know, Hopefully we get some new stuff. I would like to see some new designs in these pellet grills. Everybody, the classic Traeger Z grills, that barrel box design. I wish we would see some type of advancement in the pellet industry. A little here, a little there. Not all the grills that I have it, so it gets a little bit more tougher. I just got a grill in, which is talking about technology. It's actually a gas grill. It's the manufacturer's in Canada. It's high end. The gas grill. It's a gas grill, and there's a big tube that you screw into the gas grill, and that's going to hold your wood pellets. So you can feed the gas grill wood pellets, but it's a gas grill. It's a propane grill, but it gets fed pellets. Okay. So that's new technology that I'm excited to see, how well that works. Look, when it all breaks down to it, it's really, isn't it all about the Weber kettle? I mean, I've been doing a lot of cooks on the kettles of late, and let's face it, technology, we can all do just fine with a Weber kettle in the backyard, my opinion. But if technology is going to be here, I would like to see kind of move forward a little bit. Happy holidays, Eric. Good stuff, no doubt about it. Good stuff for sure. Definitely the real deal. Yeah, if you find anything out on that, Mike, let me know. They they have a good product, man, but it's a tough industry for sure. And I was never crazy about the name Manchester Pellets. Like Lumberjack is a better name. I understand the company's from Manchester, Connecticut, but you know, let me know. Yeah, that's just the way it is. Yeah, I'd like to know that too. I wasn't sure what I guess I disappeared. What that was, so I wasn't gonna pry, but Wendy seems to know what the endoscopy is. So here's my thoughts on loco griddles. The only griddle that I used to cook one with one, and in the beginning I did recommend it because it was working great for me, and then it all went south quick, and that's that Pit Boss no stick griddle. That's the only griddle that I can't recommend. As far as I'm concerned, Halo, Loco, Blackstone, a Home Depot griddle, they're all good. They're all gonna do cook the same food. I really feel that. I don't know if there's one. Sure, there's some that are better made, this, that, and the other. But if it's a cold rolled steel and you take care of it, I feel get what you can afford. I got the Halo here on the channel. I'm probably going to move towards a Blackstone uh, again, just for views. If you're looking for views, get a Blackstone. Excuse me. If you're not looking for views, just get a griddle you can afford, just not the non-stick Pit Boss. Yes, that sear wood definitely looks good. Looks like they finally got it. And I saw that rotisserie prime rib. Ricer's definitely the man. Kevin, keep us up on what's going on. You got my email address. You could send me an email. That's all it is a Weber kettle. I Somebody asked me if I didn't have a YouTube channel, what would I own? And I would tell you I would own a gas grill, a kettle, and a flat top. Those are probably the 3 grills that I would own. A gas grill, a kettle, and a flat top. I never had a pellet grill till I started the YouTube channel, so I can't necessarily say that I would own a pellet grill. Maybe I would have ventured into that area, but, until I started the YouTube channel, I never had a pellet grill, never owned a pellet grill. I always owned a kettle. Weber kettle was all I ever owned besides a Weber gas grill. I've never owned any other grill besides a Weber gas and a Weber kettle. And those are the 2 grills that I've been cooking on for, forever. And the Weber kettle was that performer with the, with the wheels and stuff, which is crazy because you could buy them on Facebook for $100, and that's an amazing grill because it has it has the side table and all that stuff. Yep, no doubt about it. The gasser I would use for quick meals with the wife, for dinners. So before the YouTube channel, because I have a cooking background, I always did the cooking here at the house. So I would cook dinner, and I was in flooring, so I was home 1 in the afternoon. The wife would get home at 6 from work. So I manned the kitchen 6, 7 days a week. Back then, we couldn't even afford to go out to dinner. So I was cooking either on the gasser outside, which I did, 4 or 5 days a week, or I was cooking on the stove. It would flip back and forth. Weekends, I would fire up the kettle. And the flat top, I didn't get till I got the YouTube channel. And yes, cast iron skillet. I love cooking on the stove. Of course, man. That's definitely. I've got ribeye steaks from Costco. Picked them up today. That is correct. The Halo griddle is expensive. It is a well-made griddle, and I definitely would recommend the Halo griddle. It's not going to produce anything different than less cost-effective griddle. A cheaper griddle would cost. I'm not crazy about how you can remove the 36. I don't really like the leg setup. I think they just thought too much about it and just tried to reinvent something. Mine's a little fugazi. Of course, I put it together, and sometimes, I did probably left a couple screws out. But the Halo griddle, there's no doubt about it, man. It is the heaviest griddle top in the industry. That sucker weighs probably 30, 40 pounds. That cold rolled steel. It is well made. But again, as a YouTuber, I would probably end up selling it eventually and just getting a Blackstone. Yeah, I've heard nothing but good things on that Club griddles. Like I said, Joe, um, from anything besides that Pit Boss no stick, all the griddles are going to cook good food. Um, you know, I would recommend them all. Costco sells another one. I think Costco may sell that Loco one. I've heard nothing but good things about it. The Rectech griddle, um, that is probably a good griddle. I don't know much about it, but I'm sure Isn't that the one that's supposed to be fed by wood or something? That's probably a little gimmicky. I highly doubt you're going to get wood flavor on the food when you're cooking on the griddle, but I may be reading into the whole system different than what it's supposed to do. But if they're claiming wood flavor to the griddle, to the food, I would highly doubt it. But then again, I've never used it, but I know RecTech puts out, top of the line products. So if the reviews are good on that RecTech griddle, I'm sure it's a good griddle. I haven't seen too many people using it. I appreciate that, Joe. And of course, if you have any questions, my email address, if Scotty's still here, he could pop it up, or it's in all my videos. I'm easy to find. And there is my man Sleeper. That's the man that makes all the hats, and I got a bunch of them up there. I appreciate you. I appreciate the work, and I'm sure I'll be getting you some stuff over to you soon. Got a couple ideas. And of course, Merry Christmas, my man. And there is, I said hi to Bat 13, but the guy is he's first up friggin' everywhere, man. That Bat 13, man. Weber Q is awesome. I got that in my backyard also. There is my man CMAC. If anybody wants to learn a little bit about CMAC, he just did Hussey's got a Hungry Hussey has got a podcast. And he just did he was just the guest on there. I spent some time with CMAC down in Connecticut last year. Great guy, great podcast. We all know Hussey, and actually I'll be on, I do believe, next week's show or this week's show. Yeah, I did flooring. What kind of flooring do you do, Eric? I started with Battleship linoleum. You're probably maybe too young to know what that is, but that was probably late 60s. That stuff was around early 70s, and it started phasing into the Manningtons and stuff. But I started on linoleum, you know, graduated up lately to that vinyl plank, which is everywhere. But I started with the linoleum and vinyl tiles. That's what I did my whole life. I only know two things, and it's flooring and cooking. And both have served me well. And there's my man Mike checking in, another long timer. I appreciate you popping in, man. Always remember the old folk. There you go. Yeah, it's that at first the nonstick was good. It served me well for about a couple cooks, and then all of a sudden it just started going bad. But I have to say, people use, I appreciate that, Wendy. There's my email if anybody has any questions. People use the Pit Boss nonstick still to this day and have never had a problem with it and absolutely love it. I can't recommend it because it didn't do well for me, but other people love it. So, take what I say with a grain of salt. It's hard for me to recommend something that just didn't perform well for me. But like I said, other people love it. So, like how I can change my lights, it's pretty cool. Yeah, I like all the little gadgets like that. Yeah, I'm hoping to, man. The girls may be popping in here in a little while. If they go, I'll be there. Um, I started working for them in the kitchen with them, and got my fingers crossed for sure. That's all right. Wendy's got you. There's my man Michael E checking in. I love the new channel, man. I love the new channel. I actually came up with a recipe I'm going to do. I can say it here, no big deal. But um, Scotty sends me a lot of stuff over for the new channel. And I'm trying not to repeat too much that the other channels are doing, although it's quite hard to do. But I try to run with ideas that I got, and I was onto a steak and egg cook, and this is what I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm just going to tell you what the video is about now. And I was researching it because steak and eggs is big here in Jersey, and I thought, well, let me research it to see how steak and eggs is in other places, which took me to the Chicago steak and eggs, which is basically that blue raw in the middle, whatever it's called. But then I started contemplating a recipe in my head. So I kind of made this recipe up. Okay. But this is what I'm going to do. And it's going to be in tomorrow's video. It's coming out Wednesday. I'm going to get a red onion. I'll slice them a quarter inch thick, and I'm going to keep them whole. So I don't want to cut them. I want to keep them circled. I'll put those on the griddle. I'll do a light saute on them. I want them kind of limpy, but not fried. Okay. Then I'm going to get filet mignon about an inch and a quarter thick, somewhere in that range. I'm going to high sear on the griddle the filet mignons because I want to keep that rare to medium rare, more to rare if I can get it there, keep it there. And of course, I'll have hash browns. I'll do something special with the hash browns. And then I'm going to plate it up with the onion down, filet mignon, which is going to be around the same circlage of the onion. So the onion down, plated up, filet mignon on top of the onion, another onion on top of the filet mignon. So that's onion, filet mignon, onion, right? And this is going to be all seasoned. This is going to be greasy. This is going to be good. Then I'm going to get an egg. I'll try to keep it the way Scotty likes it, loose. And I'm going to plop the egg on top of the filet mignon that's going to sit on an onion or top of whatever it is. Onion, filet, onion, egg is what I'm going to do. Onion, filet, onion, egg is what I'm going to do. And I just feel that that's going to be friggin' good, man. That steak's got to be rare, though. It has to be rare. So when I cut into it, it's got to be juicy. It's got to be greasy. The eggs got to be loose, a little bit of runny with the hash browns. I mean, tell me that doesn't sound friggin' good, man. That's steak and eggs, man. And I haven't seen that. I just kind of thought of it in my head. But yeah, so I'm a little excited about that. So see, that's where I am now. You can see how I'm telling you the excitement. It's hard for me to get there all the time with the barbecue and smoking because I got to come up with something that's really excites me, Yeah, and I will. But right now it's 2 on the griddle and 1 on the barbecue, which has been going slow because I've been doing stuff for Z Grills and stuff. But so that's where I am. But it just sounds so good. So linoleum, rubber, sheet vinyl. Okay, so yeah, so it looks like you're doing a little commercial work. I did commercial work for the past 10 years. We did a lot of stairwells with the rubber and all that jazz. I was doing a lot of God, I forget it now. Jesus, what was it? Welding. I was doing a lot of welding with the what the hell was it called? God, I can't remember now. What was I welding? You'll know what it is. What the hell was I welding? The one company with the can't remember. I've been retired now for 4 or 5 years. Welding sheet vinyl. Not Tarket, heat welding. I'm trying to find the company, the main company. I'm sure you'll know, but I was doing a lot of welding. I was doing a lot of patching, 50 bags, all that jazz. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Good work, man. I never had a rough boss. I've gotten very lucky, man, for a 10th grade dropout, I have to tell you. Yes, restaurant. I work, I grew up in the restaurant business. I'm guessing you probably know that. Construction day, restaurant night. That's a lot. Yeah, the restaurant's good, but there's just not no money in it anymore, man. Unless you're service out front. I don't know if cooks make a lot of money. What are you going to pay a line guy? How much could you pay him? 20, 25 bucks, 20 bucks? Yeah, I haven't ventured over into that. I've seen some of them do it, have done it, but I have not ventured that way. I've only had one of them once. Um, and there is my man, Kelly. Yeah, I mean, look, don't get me wrong. I still love the smoking and grilling, but I've got 700 to 1,000 videos on the gallery channel. Um, it's kind of like, even though I've been married 35 years, I don't take this wrong. I think my wife is watching TV out there anyway, but it's kind of like being married for, 30 years, you know? I mean, you know what I mean. I didn't get no screams, so she's definitely ain't watching. Yeah, you know how I am, Wendy. I like that steak mooing, man. You should have seen me when I was younger. I was talking to Scotty today, actually. I used to eat steak tartare all the time at the gallery, at the restaurant. We used to have it on the menu. Freaking good, man. And yes, that's raw filet mignon. Armstrong. What was the welding? I can't remember. Okay, you're independent. I was non-union. Actually, it was funny because we worked on union jobs, and they would shut the electric off on us, so we couldn't work. I'm not going to curse. I'm not going to say anything bad about the union boys. Yeah, just hold on. Just have a plan. Retire. Have a plan though. Do something. I know a lot of people that retired and didn't do anything. And you know, have a plan. Have a plan. Find something you enjoy. Yeah, I'm at 827 now. A lot of those are shorts, so they don't count. There's over 1,000 videos on my channel, but a lot of them are short, so probably like seven something. You know, yeah, that's good stuff, man. Yeah, the fucking unions. I totally get the union, but that's, can I say pussy? That's faggy, man, doing something like that when just because that there's non-union people on the job, so you shut the electric off so they can't work while they go to lunch 20 times a day. Yeah. I used to walk right through those people, man. And I was a little bit fugazi in the brain, so they were never gonna say anything to me. No. Back, man, don't mess with the back. I know Josh, he's not in here right now, but he had some surgery on his back, man. You lose your back, man, you're screwed. That surgeries are bad news, man. They put you on drugs for the rest of your life. Yeah, the restaurant business is tough. I'll tell you, hold on. Like I said, I did some restaurant work with the girls. last year and absolutely loved it because I grew up in a kitchen, but I could not do restaurant work right now um, because it doesn't pay. It doesn't pay the money. No, it doesn't pay enough money unless you're a chef, and it's a lot of work. It's weekends. It's all that stuff. I appreciate that, man. Scotty boy, 15 months and he's retires. There you go. Going full-time grandpa. There you go. Not Mohawk. Now you're going to make me, hold on. Just bear with me here. What was the name of that flooring that we used to weld all the time? I just shot a text off to the guy I used to work with because now you got me thinking. I can't believe I can't remember the name of the company. Heat welding is what I used to do all the time. Yeah, food trucks. It's tough. Jersey's a lot of red tape in Jersey, man. There's just a lot of BS in Jersey. It's expensive, but I've reached a place that I can afford it, but I feel bad for a lot of people starting out because the housing is so expensive. No, that ain't not Armstrong or Turquette. No, what's that welding company that we always used to work for? That name of that linoleum vinyl? Nothing. I'm doing a live show and we were talking about it. I couldn't remember. Sorry about that. I'm kind of working the phones. He didn't say what I wanted him to say. Either Armstrong or Tarquette. Yeah, back surgery's tough, man. So I wanted to do a giveaway. I got some these little pocket pros by Chef's Temp. We can do a giveaway with that. Does anybody want to win something like that? Does anybody need something like that? No, he didn't text me back. I saw that, Michael, but I don't think that was it. Forget. He's not giving me the right answers. So the only thing with the giveaway is you're not going to get it by Christmas, obviously. But we can do a giveaway. So this is what we're going to do. And now this has got to be USA only. And you just got to have to give me the proper time to mail it out. You dog. You'll have to send me some, Scotty. Hold on. I'm not going to do that. People may remember. Does anybody remember my favorite number? Yeah, don't worry about it, Eric. He didn't get it neither. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, so clear your heads. Wait, hold on. But what was it called when we were going out to do heat welding? It was called something. The flooring was called something. I figured I'd give it one more shot with them. That sounds incredible, ma'am. So this is what we're going to do. USA, well, where am I? Okay, USA only. Pick a number from 1 to 30. Whoever gets the number will win. And it's got to be what appears on my screen. I wrote it down right here. It's in this paper on my naughty list. I'll read the numbers as you do it. Hold on, go slow. I don't think anybody got it yet. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. All right, there. Anthony got 17. So that's the number. So you guys could stop. Anthony got it there. Now let me just go. I'm going to backpedal, Anthony, because you could stop guessing. I'm going to backpedal it just to make sure no one else picked 17 that I missed. So far, Anthony's got it. And I'm going to show you. It's right here. Okay. So no one else got it. So Anthony, you win. And I think Anthony said he needed. So Anthony, you're going to have to email me, and you got to be USA only. You're going to have to email me your address. COVID, yeah. COVID, yeah. Coved. But there was a name of the company or something. I thought. I just can't remember it. Which color you want, Anthony? Orange or oh, it looks like they're both orange. So you'll get an orange one. So that orange or whatever that color is right there. I got one more. Hold on, guys. I got one more. Now, Anthony, you can't win again. And USA only. So pick a number between 50 and 100. Go. Scotty, you picked my uniform number. Stop. So that was at 75 right there. So let me just go make sure no one else picked it. Sorry, Eric, he nosed you out. We got a couple 75s coming in, but of course we picked the first one. Hold on. All right. So the nautical hippo, you got the winner. Just that's for one of these right here. You got to email your USA only, and you just have to email me. Scotty, can you put my email address up, or whoever, Wendy maybe, or whoever, or they can get it. Just, but you got to email me, and I'll get those out to you as soon as I can. I'll try before Christmas, but no guarantee because I'm cooking tomorrow. I'm editing Tuesday, and then I'm going to my daughter's Tuesday night. Then we're Christmas Day already. Sometime this week, I'll get it out. So we had a couple winners. You did not win, Kelly. No problem, man. No problem. And there is my, for those who won, gallery bbq at gmail.com is the winning. The winning. I got so much more stuff that I could give away. I'm going to try to, we're coming into the winter months, so I'm going to probably do a live show a couple times a month. I don't want to say every month, but for an hour, I kind of like coming on here and just shooting the breeze a little bit. Um, especially I see old friends popping in like Wendy, and although I talk to Wendy on Facebook, Kelly, most of these people, Scotty, but then it's nice to see like Bat 13 and Barbecue Jones and my man Spikes. That I say hi to Spikes up there. It's a lot. It's nice to see some of the people that have been with me for a while. Will, of course, so to pop in here on a Sunday night to do one of these shows and to maybe give some stuff away is always a fun thing. The longer you hold this stuff, it just goes out of whack. I'm just going to throw it in the garbage. I've got so many rubs, but it's just a matter of shipping everything out. It's almost not worth it. I mean, if anyone's local, I don't know if anybody in this chat is local. That's local, not loco. Because I got so much shit, man. It's just going to get thrown out. I just can't use all the stuff that gets sent to the channel. It's just impossible. I appreciate that, James. And Robert is on that. Hold on. Robert just emailed me, one of the winners. Winner chicken dinner. And Anthony just emailed me. The XL is an awesome pit, man, but there's some people having issues with it, with the temp fluxing up and down. A lot of it seems to stem in the way it shuts the I don't know what that thing's called when it shuts down to snuff out the fuel. Mine works perfect. It's an awesome pit, man. I haven't used it in a while though. I wish I can get out there and use it, but I'm getting pulled in so many different directions that it just hasn't happened. There's just not enough days in the week, but it is a friggin' awesome pit. And I got little word that the Masterbuilt's going to be coming out with another new pit around March. So stay tuned for that. I'll be looking to get that over to the channel where I can do an AB. I'm guessing this is going to be in between the 1050 and the XT. You know, Kelly, to be honest with you, there's a lot better people out there at trimming a brisket than me. Um, you can go see the Dog Father or Joe over at Smoke and Joe's Pit Barbecue. One thing I can tell you is I hate wrapping brisket. I would rather boat the brisket personally. I can't stand wrapping a brisket and trapping all that moisture, and it puts off an odor that I really don't particularly care for. Um, when I do brisket, I boat it. I feel it develops a better bark. Um, it's a better tasting brisket to me. So, but to trim a brisket, just Google search it, man. Smoking Joe and Dogfather do an excellent trim on a brisket, a hell of a lot better than I do. I'm not that picky when I trim my briskets. It's just a backyard bullshit trim. It's good enough for me. But if you really want to learn how to trim a brisket, you go see one of those two cats. But look into that boating a brisket if you really want to. A different way than wrapping. Personally, I can't stand wrapping. Personally, I don't like wrapping anything, to tell you the truth. Yeah, that's a nice pit. I would like to see them come out with a second verse of that. Yeah, I mean, look, it's just whatever. A lot of people wrap. I mean, I'm guessing the wrapping holds a lot of moisture and gives you a nice tender brisket. Um, I just don't like the odor that comes off the brisket when I unwrap the brisket. Not to say I'm never going to wrap another brisket again. I just prefer to boat the brisket and not trap that whole meat brisket type smell inside the paper. And when it comes off, I just don't dig it. I definitely dig the boating better. Where are you going? My camera's got my camera's freaking out. Hold on. If you haven't figured it out, my camera kind of moves what's supposed to move with me. What's going on? There we go. Yeah, I'm just not a fan. I don't like wrapping pork neither. Um, Boating, well, tenting's from the top, Wendy. Boating would be from the bottom if we're on the same page on that. But look, that is it, man. It is 7 o'clock. We've got two winners. I've got more stuff to give away. Next time, maybe I'll give this away here. This is what I use on the show. This is also Chef's Temp. I got a lot of Chef's Temp stuff. Looks like my camera's got a eye of its own right now. But that is it, man. So look, we didn't really get to talk about. I wanted to cover some Christmas cooks, but the hour went quick. I'm like I said, I'm going to be doing the ham. I know there's going to be prime ribs happening and ham happening and some turkeys happening, some fancier cooks happening. I hope everyone has a. I hope everyone has a great Christmas. Maybe I'll pop in next Sunday night. When is New Year's Eve? I'm guessing New Year's Eve would be after. Yeah, so maybe I'll pop in next Sunday night. We'll see. These are quick shows. I don't mind doing them now because it gets dark so soon. Um, and I don't really go out on Sunday. So these are nice little hour get-togethers, man. James, I appreciate you. Merry Christmas to you, Bat 13. Happy holidays, my friend. And definitely, man, this was a good time for sure. Spike, I appreciate you. BBQ Jones, Merry Christmas. Anthony, cheers to you, man. Nice little win. Randall, Happy New Year. Wendy, I think I got you. Mile High Barbecue. Kelly, thanks for popping in. Scotty, I'm sure Scotty's probably editing and listening. I appreciate you popping in. It was a good time. And we will end it right here. Merry Christmas to everybody. Everybody have well, look, man, everybody have a great night celebrating with friends and family. And until next time, we will see you soon.